friends, welcome back to TechnoGeek SFDC. So in today's video, we are going to see how you can use an Apex class in a flow which is taking S objects as an input parameter. Okay, so why this condition comes or where this condition comes basically. So let's say you have a certain logic which you are running on multiple objects, like you are running on cases, you're running on account, you're running on contact. So instead of writing the same logic again and again for different objects, you can just create a generic class and then you can pass the S object as an input parameter into it, and then the class can do the processing considering the S object. Okay, but how we can do this in flow? Okay, or what will be the behavior when you will try to use the S object into flow? So for that, we will see a small demo how it's going to behave. So let's say I have a class here, something called flow class. Okay, here I'm having an input. So basically, whenever you have to use any Apex class into flows, so you need to use something called invocable method. Okay, so I have created an invocable method, and then there should be a wrapper class that is. So for example, you want to pass multiple parameters to this particular method from flows. Okay, so in that case, what we do is we create a wrapper class, and then in the wrapper class, each variable we define it as an invocable variable. Okay, so once you define this as invocable variable, it will be visible in your flows, whether it's a screen flow, whether it's a auto launch flow, any flow, it will become visible there. Okay, now let's say I have a wrapper class named as flow input values. Okay, and I have created like multiple variables into it, but now we will only focus on this one, that is our S object record. Why? Because let's say my this particular method, that is process account, is having some logic, okay, which can be run on multiple objects irrespective of what object type. It can be run on multiple objects. So that's why instead of creating multiple parameters here, I am just using one parameter called S object. Okay, so I have created an invocable variable with a type of list of S object, and then it's some variable name like S object record. Okay, I've just saved it. So first thing first, flow I mean classes allows these types of variable creation for flows. Okay, where you can use list of S object type. Now let's see how the behavior will be when I try to use this particular Apex into my lightning flow. So let's say I'm taking something called action, and then in action I'll search for my class. Okay, so this is my class, that is flow class. Okay, I can pass any variable here, it's basically the name. Okay, name. So let's say I'll just give a test class, just a variable name I'm giving here. Now one thing what you will notice here is it will ask you to select an object. Okay, so basically the variable which we created here, that is S object record. Okay, for for passing the records into this particular variable from flow, in flow you need to define that this variable is gonna store what type of record, or basically the records will be of what object. So here let's say I'll select account. So one thing before that, let's say I'm not selecting anything here. Okay, I'll just go on advanced. So till the time you will not select the record, I mean the object type here, you will not be able to place the value into this, or you will not be able to pass the values. Okay, so that's why you have to select a object type. So let's say I'm selecting account. Okay, now as soon as you select the object, you will see all the input parameters which is available. Okay, that is my account ID, related opportunity ID, and S object record. Okay, now this S object record will now store the account records basically into it. That is a list of accounts which you can pass from flows. So similarly, let's say if you have some other flow, okay, let's say you have created another flow for contact and you want to use the same class, then in that case also you can use the same class, and instead of selecting the account here, you can select the contact. Okay, so whatever object you will select, basically you can pass that object parameter, that record from the object as a input parameter into the Apex class to process it. In this way, you can use the concept of reusability, or you can say a generic methods you can create to use it in your flows. So rather than writing the same logic again and again, you can use the power of Apex, and then you can just pass, you can use the list of S object as an invocable variable, and then you can pass any type of record into this class. Okay, and then you can execute your method. If you want, you can just place check in the Apex method to check what is the object type of the variable. I mean, basically, whatever the records you have passed into this S object record, you can just check the object type in the method, and then you can again process differently. So again, it depends on the business requirements. But in short, if we see, you can use list of S object into your invocable variable. Okay, so this is the way of using invocable variables of list of S object type. Okay, so so that you can use it in different flows. And one thing to note here is, as soon as you will use list of S object, you will be asked to select the object type. Okay, similarly, let's say if I create another invocable variable. Okay, I'll just put like next, some variable name I'm giving. Okay, now if I try to refresh this, and I'll put action, and I'll select flow. Okay, sorry, flow class. Okay, so one thing to note here is the how many variable you are creating of list of S object type, those many times you need to select the object associated with. For example, like from this flow, if you want to pass account as well as contact record, in that case you have two invocable variables here, right? Both are of list of S object type, and then you can select different objects as well for these two. So for example, let's say I select account for S object next record, and contact for S object record. So for these two variables, so my first variable will contain list of account. It cannot contain list of contact. Similarly, my second variable will contain list of contact and not the list of account. So this is the way, or this is the use case by using which you can use multiple list of S object into your flows, and then you can use Apex class in flows more effectively to create more complex business logics. Okay, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will definitely come up with more videos like this, and we will definitely help you in increasing your knowledge in Lightning Flows or Salesforce or any other areas of Salesforce. So with this, we will wrap up this video. Thank you. Thanks for your time.